Is it your turn?
I had 2 years at BYU, and then I met this really awesome guy. Somehow, classes just didn't seem quite that important anymore. I went from being an A student on a scholarship to academic probation when I left. Well, when my friend, who's a few years older than I am, she said that she was going to go back to BYU and do the Bachelor of General Studies from all the way across the country, and she went through the program. I hadn't even heard of it. You know, they put the bulletin board at church, and you can walk by, and I'm like, I don't really know what that is. But then when she was living it, it's like, oh, I want to do that. First, when I applied, the first letter I got back was, I'm sorry, but you didn't do well when you were here before, and you're gonna have to prove that you really want to do this again. And that was really scary, having to go back and wake up those brain cells and say, come on, we're gonna start learning stuff again. And I think when you're young, you just sort of take for granted, but when you're old and a grandma, then it's a little bit more challenging. I didn't want it to be a hobby. You know, some people take classes because it's just a hobby, it's something you do, which is not bad. But I really wanted it to be meaningful, something that I could look back on with pride and feel like I really accomplished something. And so I chose psychology because I have always been fascinated with people. Well, there's a psychologist, his name is Conrad Lawrence. He did things with ducks and geese and poultry, and so I thought, oh, I can do that with baby chickens. So I decided to get some chickens and to teach them different things. And then, of course, I needed a place to live because they couldn't stay in my daughter's bathroom for forever. And so my husband and I decided to build it for me. We'd build it out in the garage, and it was just a wonderful time for us to share together, talking about different things, spending time together. I learned to take care of them and be their mom. Tried to train them to do different things, to come to me when I came in, and then they would follow me, knowing that I was a safe person for them to follow. My chicken coop is really precious to me. I'm just so proud of myself. Does that sound silly? They thought I was worth the effort. It turned my heart to the possibilities that even though I had left something so long ago, that I could come back to it and finish.
Finish at home what you started at BYU. Bachelor of General Studies. Is it your turn?